Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, Tickle here. So today, it's all about my sugar, aka August D, aka Min Yoon Gi. Okay? Sugar is out here being the silent boss king that he is, okay? Not giving two F's about what anybody's saying he is doing him. So I saw all this news about, popping up about, King Sugar, King Min Yoon Gi out here making history, doing stuff let's just get into it. Let's just get into it. Now, there was a whole bunch of headlines, a whole bunch of articles, a whole bunch of all that. I wanted to see something that had it nice and succinct. And so I have two videos that this one, like, it's the title. I like the title, everything about Sugar's Autism Center, and 3.6 million donation. Come on, King. Come on, King. Like, look. So I found this video, and then there was more footage that came out of what he had been doing on his free time while in military service. So we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it. I'm so excited. Look at him. Sugar is back, y'all. All right, y'all. So let get it. Let go.
Pop is all about comebacks, and Suga showed us how to really make a comeback. Continuing BTS's long line of charitable donations and work for mental health, Suga donated 5 billion won, which is about 3.6 million US dollars, to Yonsei University's Severance
Look at that. Look at him.
Hospital. This donation is the largest ever by a celebrity to Severance Hospital, and it is also the largest single donation ever made by an idol. And it funded the construction of the Min Yoongi Treatment Center. So, what is this center about?
The Min Yoon Gi Treatment Center. Now I know the haters is gonna be pissed to have to drive by that and see his name forever on a building that's helping people, children's into adults. Come on. Come on. Like, put King Sugar, King Min Yoon Gi in the comments. Like, come on.
Min Yoongi Treatment Center, set to open in September of 2025, will
That's
focus on
tight.
supporting children and adolescents on the autism spectrum. While
That's
it's
tight.
called a treatment center, I think that's just because of a translation, as it is more accurately a support center offering psychiatric care, therapy, and social development programs. The aim is to help autistic individuals develop skills for social
That's what
independence.
I'm talking
Basically,
about.
Suga's donation will establish South Korea's largest artist-funded autism support facility, addressing both immediate needs and long-term research for autism care. The distinction between supporting and treating autism is crucial. It is a lifelong neurodevelopmental condition and not a disease that can just be cured by medical treatment. There is no procedure or medication that can eliminate autism. And that sort of thinking is actually quite harmful.
That's
But it's
true.
important to note that that's not what Suga's work is doing. It's providing support. Why this is so important? In South Korea, like many other Asian countries, supporting individuals with autism
Excuse
has
me.
been challenging due to social attitudes and stigma. Autism is often kept private due to fears of shunning and a lack of understanding about what it truly is. This makes Suga's donation to an autism
For those of you who have never been around someone who's autistic, even though it's quite common, so um, even if people don't want to admit it, I guess. But it's just another way of seeing the world. You just got to be patient and take the time to know how that person sees the world, and then adapt to that to be able to connect. Like, let's just keep
support
going.
center is significant, as it contributes to expanding essential services and infrastructure while also helping to break the stigma surrounding autism. So, how is his donation going to help?
Mm,
Well, he is funding a state of the art autism center to provide long term support for children and teens with ASD. A key feature of the center is the MIND program developed by Suga and Professor Chan. MIND
Professor
stands for
Chung.
Music, Interaction, Network, and Diversity and integrates music.
See what I'm saying? This dude is literally out here creating programs that can be, excuse me, that can be applied and adapted. Excuse me, using his skills.
Music into traditional social skills therapy. Using music, the program enhances sensory experiences and emotional expression, helping autistic children communicate and form relationships, reflecting his belief in music's power as a medium for connection. His involvement went beyond financial support as he actively participated in the project's development. He quietly volunteered at Severance Hospital preparing for the center's launch, and during his break from his military service, he spent weekends with autistic children playing guitar, singing, and teaching basic instrument skills as part of pilot sessions for the MIND program.
Now, I never had any doubts why he is one half of my bias in BTS and why I stand BTS. Like, do you see why? That's why. Like, he's that dude.
Now coming to the icky part. This revelation of Suga's large donation sparked widespread discussion, but of course, this is K-pop we're talking about, so that meant assholes needed to chime in.
Huh?
While many fans and observers praised his generosity and months of volunteering, as well as his long-standing commitment to mental health and philanthropy throughout the years, saying his actions could inspire other celebrities to step up and help shift Korea's mindset, others weren't convinced. They were immediately skeptical, saying that Suga was doing all this for PR, essentially donating and aiming for a free pass to absolve his past mistakes.
Why does he need a free pass to
Yep, babes.
absolve his past mistakes? He paid the fine. He admitted it first. He admitted it immediately. Paid the fine. Did the time. And moved the fuck on. Like, I mean, why does he have to do anything else? Yeah, if y'all don't know, if I swear, K Netizens, because I'm sure it was K Netizens, whether Army or not. I don't think it was Army, but K Netizens. Do y'all not understand that BTS or Suga as August D really don't need y'all? I mean, I know that's their country. I know they love Korea. I know they do. I know they do. However, all of Korea can hate them and they would still be at the top. They are global, international, and us international fans, maybe outside of other Asian countries, because they all kind of got that stigma, but I doubt it that they would not be supporting BTS still. Like, come on now. Like, y'all really, really want BTS to be like deuces? I doubt it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that GDP that they provide to, I'm just saying.
Babes, we're back at the fucking scooter incident.
Yeah, this is
People are basically
ridiculous.
saying that the donation could be a calculated PR move to rehabilitate his image
Sugar ain't
after
worried
the
about
scandal.
y'all.
Here's why that's total bullshit and makes no sense. Here's PR 101 for everyone. PR is typically used for damage control right after a scandal to shape the narrative quickly before backlash builds. The goal is to address the issue while it's still fresh. It's been nearly a year since Suga's incident, far too long for a PR move, which usually happens immediately to counter the negativity. Why would anyone wade through months of public scrutiny when they could just PR their way through it in the beginning? You know what else doesn't look like PR? A reveal that comes after 7 months of
Right?
secret involvement, with the project only announced once it's finalized. PR events are usually isolated, like volunteering at a shelter days after a scandal, and are highly publicized with press releases and cameras. They're almost always timed closely with the original controversy. What Suga did was consistent work over months, not a one-time act. It was private, low-key volunteering without press attention. It was long-term program building,
Right?
not just
Like,
donating
come on.
money. It aligned with his past interests and advocacy. Also, he didn't just donate to the MIND program, he actually helped develop it with specialists
Right?
and
Like,
children.
come
Which
on.
means he didn't just throw money at it and run away, he actually worked with people for a long time. This follows years of mental health advocacy and quiet donations. Worst case scenario, if it is PR, the money is still going to a good place. The program created is still an amazing stride, and Suga's involvement is still going to bring attention to the proper care for individuals with autism, and it's going to help take away the stigma around it. Here's a diagram for your convenience. This is the way out of his ass, so please climb out of it. What is your issue? The fact is, Suga is a good person who made the mistake.
I'm sorry, I like this channel. Like, we have the same type of sarcastic humor. That's hilarious. That was hilarious.
Of stumbling off of his fucking scooter once, and K-poppies and the Korean general public are literally more forgiving to misogynists, rapists, money launderers, scammers, and abusers than there are to people who were being mean, or stumbled off a scooter, or considered weed. What none of you fail to recognize through this whole ordeal was the fact that Suga is and always has been incredibly open about his own mental health struggles throughout his music.
Wow,
Instead of
yeah.
recognizing
He said in BTS's is it Beyond their book, their after 10 years book, that he wanted to get a degree, I believe it was, or just certified in psychiatric therapy, basically psychotherapy, and by creating a whole program that helps for societal development for autism, he essentially gets to do something like that. Whereas instead of being a therapist and doing one-on-one or even just one class at a time, he can touch. If they get good results, this program will go worldwide. It won't just be relegated to South Korea. If they start seeing results through trials and through the treatment center, best believe other hospitals and psychiatrists and ASD facilities are gonna want to use schools. They're gonna want some of that program. This is legacy. This is legacy outside of music, non-music. Well, I guess it is music because it's music, but it's health related legacy. Like, come on, sugar. Like, come on. This is king shit.
that this man was clearly having a tough time and letting the police handle it, you all dogpiled on him. And after immense apologies, literally disappearing for months, paying his fine, and having his license revoked,
Right?
he came back and is announced to have spent at least the last 7 months doing something incredibly good. And
Oh, I
this
bet
is
he
how you
felt so
respond?
rewarded.
No, he does not owe you anything. All he owed was paid and fulfilled with the law. He doesn't owe any more fucking apologies or explanations to anyone for stumbling off of a scooter. You do realize people around the world who don't follow K-pop think this is a joke, right?
Because it is.
And now he's doing what he has always done, advocating for and making actual change with his influence and money. But I get it if y'all rather have your faves attend fashion events and sport the new Balenciaga and Louis Vuitton.
And you know what's crazy? He could do that too. Sugar's about it like that. He could be at the center one night, turn around and jump into Valentino quick, and then be right back on the basketball court with some kids to help him do whatever. Come on, don't play with him. Don't play with him. Like, come on.
Vuitton. You'd rather have your faves show off their fifth sports car or sing and rap about the money they have, and then hate on people who are actually doing work with what they have. That is all for this video, and that is all for this conversation.
Done and done. Okay, I like that channel. Okay, so this is another different channel that has I believe this is him actually volunteering when he was doing that. So
A precious record of the weekends Suga spent with children on the autism spectrum through music has finally been released in video form. Today, on the official YouTube channel of
Oh,
Yonsei's Severance
is that
Hospital,
Dr.
footage introducing the Mind program was published and is
Professor
already
Chun?
creating
Is
a
it
big
Dr.
stir among
Chun?
ARMY. While working on weekdays as a
Excuse
social
me.
service agent, Suga visited Yonsei's Severance Hospital on weekends, cherishing his time connecting with children through music.
Beyonce.
In the footage, Suga is seen gently watching over the children and interacting
Look
with
at
them with
him.
care.
Look at his face, y'all. Look at the facial expression. Even with the mask on. Like he's in it. He's watching. He's trying to see if what he is trying to do is working. He's sincere with it. Publicity stunt. Come on,
And his warmth brings tears to the eyes. During the program, Professor JungKook, a child psychiatry expert who co-developed the Mind program, spoke about Suga's involvement. It turns out that Suga read through a 500-page textbook
Look
and
at
participated in
him.
pre-meetings. Every weekend, he was the first to arrive at the venue, diligently practicing the guitar. The children didn't know he was
Look
BTS's
at the little
Suga and
boy
simply adored him as Mr. Min, their music teacher. Professor
Mr.
JungKook
Min.
shared the following. From the preparation stages to conducting the program with Suga, I strongly felt, this person is not just a donor. He never once arrived late. In fact, he would come earlier than me, practicing the guitar or holding
at him.
pre-meetings with the therapists. Seeing that, I
Teacher
recall
Min.
being filled with admiration, thinking, he's coming in so early on weekends to prepare for the therapy sessions. He truly made efforts to match the children's level and pace, and what left the deepest impression was the joyful expression on his face. Watching him, I could tell he was sincerely participating in the therapy time, and that it brought him genuine joy and healing as well. There were also touching remarks from the children. Mr. Min. I often listened to this song with my dad when we went camping. Please play this first. Mr. Min, I want to perform the xylophone and ukulele I learned in the Mind program in front of more people. I think I can do it.
Ukulele.
Mr. Min, the reason I love handbells is because they sound like rain. Suga carefully prepared more than anyone, listening to each child's voice. His kindness and sincerity come across directly through this video, making it a truly memorable lesson. Just like the children, we too may find ourselves deeply encouraged by Mr. Min. In addition, armies around the world have united their hearts in response to Suga's announcement of the establishment of the Min Yoongi Treatment Center, contributing through donations. This good influence created a huge movement in just one day. Influenced by Suga, armies are actively participating in donation efforts to support the Min Yoongi Treatment Center at Yonsei Severance Hospital.
Oh yeah, they about to have
According to the
big
hospital,
army
by 9
backing.
a.m. on June 24th, just one day after the announcement of the center's establishment, public donations had already surpassed 200 million KRW.
Come on, army.
This response came after the announcement on June 23rd that Suga had donated 5 billion KRW, approximately 570 million Japanese yen, to establish the Min Yoongi Treatment Center, in support of therapy and social integration for individuals with autism spectrum disorder. Immediately
Look at
after
that. Look at that. This is how bugs be too. When people trying to do something out of the ordinary, or for a part of the community that usually is shunned or whatever. This is a perfect example of a David and Goliath, how that looks. You got all these people on this side probably questioning them, throwing stuff like, why would you do this? Why do you even need to do this? Why do you want to do this? I don't know if we can do this. And I can totally see them talking about it. And there's a lot of some of these people's like, that don't make sense, or just something stupid. Just stupid. Just because they don't want it, it's not something of theirs, and they don't want really care about that community. And then you got Suga and see, I want to get her name right. Is it Chun? Dr. Chun on this end, just two of them on this end, unless those people in the back, oh, there's people in the back of them too. Still, you see the difference? Look at that. Like, and I could totally see them like, well, we don't have the money to build a treatment center. And Sugar's like, I'll pay for it. All of it. Now what? Can't y'all see that? I can totally see that. That's what happened. That's why they said it's the biggest donation from a star to this specific for this specific hospital or university medical system. So ever. And they got rich families there, just like we got rich. They call them chables, I think, chables or whatever. They ain't even done nothing that bad. And they donate. That's philanthropy's part of the rich people's, MO, but not that much. And I bet he did that because he had to do that because that's what it's going to cost to build this center. And this big group, the Goliath, was him and then Holland. Oh, we can't afford that. Can we tone it down? And Sugar's like, look, y'all, I'll pay for it. Period. Now what? Oh, king shit. Like,
After the announcement, the External Relations Office of Yonsei University Health System was flooded with inquiries about donations from Army and the general public. Yeah. In response, a special donation page was urgently created on the hospital's official website. Donations continue to pour in at a rapid pace. Furthermore, from March to June, Suga made time between his social service duties to visit the actual site on weekends, participating directly in the development of music-based therapy programs for children with ASD. His actions go far beyond a simple donation. They reflect a true commitment to meaningful support, deeply touching the hearts of many ARMY.
Sorry, y'all.
By demonstrating his good influence through concrete action, Suga continues to inspire fans worldwide. As the circle of donations grows, the Min Yoongi Treatment Center is becoming a symbol of hope, a place where music and kindness can change the future. This video is not just a documentary. It shows us a miraculous everyday moment where hearts connect through music, gently setting someone's future in motion. The kindness Suga quietly extended is now etched not only in the children's hearts but also in the hearts of armies across the globe.
He did that.
Through his actions, not words, we come to see the true strength and beauty of Min Yoongi. And just as he paves a path of hope for the future, we too find ourselves wanting to take that first step in our own way. Thank you for reading to the end. On Fu Nuna channel, we share BTS updates every day. If you
Okay, y'all, see, our king is back. Like, come on. Like, y'all better put some respect on Min Yoongi's name, okay? Mr. Min Yoongi, Teacher Min. I just can't. Like, this man is wonderful and I love him, and that's why he's having my bias. Like, period. All right, y'all. I'm just pumped. Look at Sugar's out here just doing king shit. Like, y'all need to, the K netizens, not the army netizens, not the army K netizens, just regular Korea people. Y'all need to come correct. Like, y'all put some respect on his name. But if you don't worry. International Army and I'm sure K Army, we got him. We got his back. So, you know what I'm saying? BTS is back. OT7. Suga. Like, come on, y'all. All right, y'all. If you pop like I am, I'm over the top. But whatever. It's, like I said, he's my bias. So, half of my bias. So, you know what I'm saying? Hit that like button if you agree. Hit that like button if he doing king shit. If this is more than your first video of mine, you need to hit that subscribe button and join the family. What you waiting on? You one of my people, obviously. If you think someone else wants to gush about Suga and enjoy this reaction, sharing is caring. So pass it up. Pass it up. All right, y'all. I will see you in the next one. Peace. And y'all, bye.